Good afternoon and welcome back to the West Ham Network. This is your Hammers Headlines in association with our good friends over Knees Up Mother Brown, KUMB.com. Make sure you do go and check them out. Hit the subscribe button for us as well while you are at it. Now, it's a little bit of a new look, Hammers Headlines, so we hope you do enjoy it. But without further ado, let me get cracking on some of the stories from today. And the first story I want to tell you about is the exodus of players that are starting to announce that they're leaving West Ham. One of the ones that was announced today hasn't been officially announced by the club, but Dan Chesters has himself announced it on his social media account. He said goodbye to West Ham, and it's a hard decision, but it's the right decision for him because he's not going to obviously get regular game time. Now, Dan Chesters hasn't necessarily said who he is going to be signing for, but he did sign professional terms with West Ham back in 2020, which seen him rewarded with a new contract back in early 2022. Now, he made his first team debut as a substitute in a Europa League group stage win over Genk in October of 21 and in the Premier League away clash versus Liverpool. In the summer of 22, it saw Chesters loaned out to Colchester United, for where he made 18 appearances in all competitions and registered 2 assists before returning to West Ham in January of 2023. He was utilised as a wing back in the side when he returned and ended up the campaign with 16 appearances in all competitions for the development team. He obviously spent on loan part of the season at Salford City last year. We wish him all the best. We expect further announcements of further exodus of players leaving West Ham as we expect. But let's get on to the next story. And this is an interesting one because obviously with the new change of regime at West Ham, obviously we've got Tim Steidten, who's not the change, but the change of terms of Julien Lopetegui being the new manager. West Ham apparently are considering an offer for Atalanta forward Adeloma Lookman, especially now after he scored a hat-trick in the Europa League final for Atalanta to defeat for the first time this season Bayer Leverkusen. Now, certain reports are suggesting that West Ham and Julien Lopetegui with Tim Steidten are looking to make signings in his area as an addition to the wings, and they see Lookman as a good fit, who is 26 years old. Now, the former Charlton Everton attacker became the first player to score a Europa League final hat-trick on Wednesday night as Atalanta beat Bayer Leverkusen. But West Ham are going to be linked to a lot of players, but you can't help but think that with the fact that he scored that amount of goals and the fact that he has scored 15 goals and 8 assists in 43 appearances in all competitions for Atalanta, he'll come with a reasonably hefty price packet. But he was very, very good against Bayer Leverkusen. He really, really was. And to be honest, it was a 10 out of 10 display, not just for his goals. Not only did he score a hat-trick in the final, but he scored vital goals in the knockout stages against Sporting and Marseille as they marched their way through to Dublin. Now, he's been a little bit quieter in the Serie A, but he did bag a brace against AC Milan in December while playing up front, and he's been used in pretty much every position in his attack, so he can be utilised in different roles within it. So this will be an interesting one. Keep an eye on it, and we'll see where this one develops moving forward. Now, the last story I want to bring to you today is about this man, and this man is Xavi Valero of West Ham. The West Ham coach has survived another change of management, and it's mental to think that he, in the nicest possible way, has managed to survive another one. He's a real gentleman. If I'm being really honest, he really, really is. He's been at West Ham back since 2018. He's seen many transitions of goalkeepers and management and systems in place, and he has survived another one. He's been there twice for David Moyes. He's been for Pellegrini. He's also been, I think, he's a goalkeeping coach of David Moyes for 230 games. Manuel Pellegrini for 64 games, and he will now be the goalkeeping coach for Julien Lopetegui for the new regime. He has survived another campaign at West Ham, and it's brilliant because he's a great guy, a really, really nice gentleman, and he seems to be doing a perfect job with our goalkeeper. So there you go. There is our Hammers headlines for today. Leave your comments in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up. And listen, it's been a pleasure serving you. Let's keep on this momentum. Let's hope that we get some more positive news as things and as the weeks go on. Take it easy. And of course, come on, you Irons.